So, you've probably heard about facial gua sha, right? Maybe you've seen those beautiful stone tools and wondered what all the hype is about. Well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to go beyond the trend and show you how to turn this ancient technique into a truly mindful self-care practice. I'll walk you through everything step by step so you can do this at home safely and effectively. All right, so what is facial gua sha at its core? It's a traditional practice that uses a smooth-edged tool to gently, and I mean gently, glide across your skin. Now, the key word here is glide. We are not scraping, okay? The whole goal is just to improve circulation, release all that tension we don't even realize we're holding in our facial muscles, and uncover a more radiant complexion. So, how does unlocking some of that natural radiance and melting away facial tension from the comfort of your own home sound? If you're thinking, yes, please, then stick around, because that is exactly what this ritual is all about. Here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the why, the incredible benefits of the Gua Sha glow. Then, we'll run through a super important pre-ritual checklist. After that, it's time for the main event, the core facial sequence itself. And we'll wrap it all up with some essential aftercare and safety tips. Let's dive in. First things first, the Gua Sha glow. I mean, what's the big deal? Why are so many people adding this ancient ritual to their routines? Let's take a look at the specific, tangible benefits you can expect. And the benefits are surprisingly targeted. We're talking about things that a lot of us deal with, right? Like promoting radiance on the forehead and maybe softening some of those fine lines. It can help fade dark circles and puffiness under the eyes. It can even help lift the skin on the upper eye, soften crow's feet and smile lines, and firm up the cheek muscles. Oh, and for anyone who clenches their jaw, this one is an absolute game changer for relieving that stress. Okay, before you even think about putting that tool to your face, we have to talk about prep. This is our pre-Gua Sha checklist, and trust me, these steps are non-negotiable if you want to get the best and safest results. It's super simple, really. Just 3 key steps. Number 1, cleanse your face. You always want to start with a fresh, clean canvas. Number 2, and this is so important, lubricate. Grab a face oil or a rich moisturizer and apply it generously to your face and neck. You need that slip for the tool to glide. And number 3, know the rules of the road. You've got to understand the correct technique before you start. Okay, let's call these the golden rules of movement. If you only remember one thing, remember this. Be gentle. We're talking soft, light pressure. Next, every single stroke goes in one direction only. No song back and forth. Generally, you'll move from the center of your face outwards and from the bottom up. And a little tip for any first-timers, just do a small test patch on your jawline and wait 24 hours to make sure your skin is happy with it. All right, prep is done. You know the rules. Now it's time for the main event, the core sequence. Don't worry, we're going to make this super easy to follow by breaking the face down into 3 distinct zones. We're going to kick things off at the top with zone 1, focusing on the forehead and that very delicate skin around the eyes. Here's exactly what you'll do. Start right between your eyebrows at the yin-tang point and gently glide up towards your hairline. Repeat that 3 to 5 times. Next, we'll trace the brow bone. Starting at the inner corner, just glide along the bone out to the temple. It's so important to stay on the bone and avoid the eye itself. Then, once you reach your temple, pause and make 3 slow clockwise circles. It feels amazing. Okay, feeling good? Now let's move down to zone 2, which covers the cheeks and the area around your mouth. The movements here are all about creating a gentle lift. So you'll start right beside your nostril and sweep up along that smile line toward your upper cheekbone. Then, from the corner of your mouth, sweep up and out towards your temple. You'll do a similar motion from the apple of your cheek, always gliding up towards the temple. You can really feel how this helps to gently lift and firm that whole area. And now for our final zone, zone 3, the jawline and neck. And please, do not skip this part. This is a critical final step for sculpting the jaw and helping with drainage. For the jawline, start at the center of your chin and sweep the tool right along the bone, all the way up to just in front of your ear. And now for the grand finale, the drainage move. From behind your ear, gently glide the tool down the side of your neck to your collarbone. This helps flush away all the fluid we've been working on. Fantastic work. You've just learned the core sequence. But hold on, the ritual isn't over yet. We have to talk about aftercare and safety, because what you do after your session is just as important as the technique itself. Okay, post-ritual care is really simple. First, gently dab away any excess oil with a soft cloth.
Then apply a hydrating mask or your go-to moisturizer to soothe your skin. Now here's a key tip. For the next hour, try to avoid washing your face, direct sun, or even drinking ice-cold beverages. And how often should you do this? If you have sensitive skin, start with once a week. If it's a bit more resilient, you can build up to twice a week.
Now this brings us to a really important question. Is Gua Sha for everyone? The truth is, there are some cases where you need to be cautious or even avoid it completely. Let's get really clear on those right now.
Please pay close attention here. These are what we call absolute contraindications, which means you should not perform Gua Sha if any of these apply to you. This includes any active wounds, inflammation or infection on your face, pregnancy, especially in the early stages, any bleeding disorders, or if you're on blood thinners, skin cancer on the face, or even if you just have a fever. When in doubt, always prioritize safety. Then there are situations where you don't have to avoid it completely, but you absolutely must proceed with extreme caution. For example, if you have sensitive skin, use a mild cream, very gentle force, keep the session under 5 minutes, and maybe only do it once every 10 days. If you have conditions like uncontrolled diabetes or high blood pressure, it's vital to use gentle force and follow the specific modifications listed here, like avoiding the temple area.
But what if you have a reaction? First off, don't panic. There's usually a simple reason and a simple fix. For instance, if you see a little bruising, it probably just means you used a bit too much force. Just apply a cold compress. If you feel some redness or pain, you likely just need more lubricant. The key is to listen to your body, understand the cause, and then adjust.
And finally, let's talk about keeping your tool clean. After every single use, a simple wash with soap and water is perfect for removing oil. If you use it a lot or just want a deeper clean, you can disinfect it with an alcohol swab. Just a quick heads up though, be careful with really hot water as it can damage certain stones like jade.
So if there is one single thing to remember from all of this, let it be this right here. This is about a mindful glide, not an aggressive scrape. It's a moment to connect with your body and treat your skin with kindness.
So I'll leave you with this question. How will you carve out just 10 minutes this week for this mindful moment? Because remember, it's about so much more than just skincare. It's a small, powerful act of self-care. I hope you enjoy it.